All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. A match is upon us. It feels like it's been forever since Chelsea has actually played a match, and good to be back doing match previews. There's a buzz. There's such a good buzz around Chelsea Football Club in the Chelsea fan base. The monumental, historic, iconic January transfer window. To be honest, just transfer window, period. Forget about January, just transfer window, period. I don't even think I've seen this level of transfer window from rival clubs either. Like the way we moved in this January, which was sensational. We've absolutely transformed the team. We have transformed the team, and hopefully we get to see this team up and running very, very soon. Not everyone will be featuring, of course, tomorrow, but once everyone is fit and running, you best believe we are going to see a unbelievable starting lineup. Hopefully, Graham Potter doesn't disappoint us, which is going to be very, very exciting. And of course, Enzo Fernandez, our new signing, is going to be in the squad to face Fulham. Apparently all paperwork's done and he was in training. This is what everyone's saying. All the in-the-knows out there are saying that he was in training yesterday. And that was probably my biggest sort of first concern, that how can we, I mean, look, I was desperate for him to start. And on top of that, Kovacic is injured. So I was even more desperate. And we're going to get into the team news and whatnot. But I was thinking, how can a man just come into Chelsea, not have a training session at all? Like at least have one training session under your belt before you actually start for Chelsea Football Club. I'm glad he's had the training session. This is what everyone's saying out there. We haven't seen any pictures as yet. Hopefully we see the pictures. Apparently Chelsea's keeping those pictures quite secretive. I don't know why they're doing that, but hopefully we see that sometime later today. Obviously, match is later on tonight UK time around 7 p.m. No, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. UK time. So yeah, Enzo Fernandez. I'm looking for him to start. It's going to be amazing. Good to see so many people joining in live already. Thank you so much for joining. Tabina saying, I'm addicted to this channel. Top Man Mir, salam wa alaikum assalam to my brother. And Jummah Mubarak to all my Muslim brothers out there and to everyone else as well. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday and have a great weekend as well, which hopefully gets kicked off with a Chelsea victory. Valen, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. 4 a.m. game, but I'll gladly watch it today. Yes, we're gonna watch the entire match together, which is gonna be brilliant. Make sure you guys are all tuning in for the watch along. It's gonna be stellar. I've got Ishan hopefully coming in. I've already got Ryan coming in. Sai Krishna will be here, myself. So it'll be a great panel for the watch along. It's gonna be incredible. RS7, good to see you. Rupak, Ahmed, Sam, Edward, Faded, Sukamoto, good to see you, my man. Mish, Abubakar, Chris, yeah, everyone. Great to see so many of you guys are joining in, man. Brilliant to see. So yeah, let's get on with this match preview, ladies and gentlemen. First up, look, one of the team news. I'm not going to go through the entire press conference and whatnot. I think there's a lot of conversation. Probably doesn't need to be talked about, and a lot of it I covered in the last video, late UK night yesterday. So if you've missed that, do check that out. Graham Potter talks about ambition and whatnot, which we'll touch on, of course. But from a team news point of view, ladies and gentlemen, Kovacic is out injured, so it was looking a bit peak in midfield. I was getting scared as to who we're gonna start. So luckily Enzo Fernandez has trained, so that's one name we can already pencil that he's got to start. I mean, there's no one else. We've already let go of Jorginho. Kante is injured, and yeah, you're not going to have Mason Mount and Gallagher running the show in midfield, which is going to be disastrous. Ruben Loftus-Cheek as well. One name you could potentially throw in is probably Chukwuemeka, so it's going to be interesting. So Enzo for me is a blockbuster. Like the settings, I hope the home crowd at Stamford Bridge, man, just absolutely rocks it tomorrow. Well, tomorrow for me, which is going to be tonight for UK. I hope absolutely rocks it. Yeah, Mudryk as well. So two of these players, Enzo Fernandez, Mudryk, finally gets to play in front of Stamford Bridge. I hope it's an absolute raucous crowd, and the reception they give these two players, hopefully is going to be mad. As I said, the vibe is going to be incredible. I'm so confident. I'm not even going to lie. I am seriously not even going to lie. I'm so confident for this match. Even though some of these players, they've just walked in literally, but I'm just confident just from the pure individual, level of skill set that these players have. I'm just confident that we should be able to knock over Fulham. I don't know why I get this feeling. I feel like we're going to get a 3 or 4-0 victory against Fulham. No disrespect. I know Fulham just beat us not that long ago. But tomorrow, my time, I keep saying tomorrow because for me, literally, it is tomorrow because right now it's 8:30 p.m. And the match is going to be at 7 a.m. in the morning. So it is tomorrow for me, but I get it. For most of you guys, it will be tonight. But I'm so confident, man. I am so confident. Not overconfident, but I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing that we should be able to do some damage. So, look, we need to win. We need to win. Look, Graham Potter said it in the press conference, right? That the expectation of Chelsea Football Club is not second, third, fourth. It is to win titles down the track. Look, no one's expecting any title conversation this season. I think it's all down to Arsenal and Man City. And Man City is quickly disappearing as well. So it seems like it's a one-horse race at the moment with Arsenal. But in this season, well, next season, different news. Next season, Graham Potter's got to be, you have to be one of the contenders. I'm not saying go out there and win it, but you got to be in the mix. You got to be in the conversation. This season as well, in the sense that 10th where we are is not good enough. Right now where we are is simply not good enough. And we want to see some improvement. My expectation, honestly speaking, I think there's about 18 games remaining for us for the rest of the season to win as many as possible, to see if we can scare some of the top 4 teams. I'm not expecting to make top 4 because the gap is too much and we're going to have to expect the opposition to really crumble. And I don't know if Newcastle and Man United, I'm not really sure if they're really going to crumble in that manner where we take over on one of them. Look, it'll be great if we can do that. But look, 5th, 6th, I expect some of those positions to be taken from the disastrous sort of start that we had. And Champions League, I expect a deep run. So look, and this is pretty much what Graham Potter was saying, that the team we have assembled is and kudos to the owners, man. Honestly, massive kudos to the owners, ladies and gentlemen. The team we have assembled, the owners are saying, like, this is to win titles down the track. This is not to be beating around the bush with. We need to win titles down the track. Now, yeah, I mean, I just want to start seeing some good football, a good structure, a good style, entertaining football as well. As I said, there's good quality. There's really good quality in our team right now. So, all right, let's have a look at some of the news, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring this up. This is from Adam Newson. Enzo trained and could be thrown straight in tomorrow. I fully fully expect him to start. So, yeah, as Oko is saying, 6th, to be honest, 6th is fair. I think that is fair. I think that is fair. Robin is saying, Miz, your project is not better than Arsenal. Arsenal have a better manager squad, young squad, better style of play. Look, fine. That's your opinion, man. That's your opinion. But in all honesty, look at all these top-class players. They're joining us. They're sold on our project. Arsenal might be doing well now. I'm telling you, very soon, we're going to snatch the living soul out of Arsenal. Everything that Arsenal are experiencing right now, do not for a second mistake it. We will be snatching it from their soul, ripping it out whilst watching them suffer. And we're just going to go right to the top. There is no doubts about that, unless Arsenal move the same way as we do. It's as simple as that. And if Graham Potter is not the right guy, you best believe we will be bringing in some other manager. But I'm hoping Graham Potter is the right guy. I'm truly hoping. And this is going to be the testament right now. Graham Potter is going to be tested. He's now given everything. And apparently we're just getting started. Come the summer window, we are going to improve it even more. So, You may think it's not better than Arsenal's project right now, but you best believe, more than you can believe, as Batiste would say, more than you can believe, everything will be snatched away from Arsenal like this. If Arsenal cannot get their top choice, they wanted Mudryk, they couldn't get him. They wanted Caicedo, they don't want to go, above a particular price limit. If they keep getting their third, fourth, fifth choice options, sooner or later, Arteta will not be able to match up. It's as simple as that. Money talks in this game. Money talks, mate. And our owners, our board are moving in a manner they will simply not accept anything besides a challenge from next season onwards. So, think however you want to think. Potter, he wants to improve, and if you're playing as the number 6 for Argentina, playing the big games at this age and with the quality, it's not easy to have those attributes. I love how he's specifically said, playing number 6 for Argentina, because a lot of people talk about, look, he's not really a number 6, this, that, the other. Obviously, I had Adrian Rabona TV, who's a massive Benfica fan, saying that, look, he can definitely play as a number 6 and he can do it very well, but probably a little bit more advanced as a number 8, more, box to box, I suppose. Very involved in the first phase of the game, but also very involved in the middle phase and the final phase as well. And we saw that for Argentina too. He could play as the deepest midfielder, very, very swiftly moving to the middle of the field, and then sometimes he can even go as high as the edge of the box and score goals from there. We've seen that against Mexico. So he's got the attribute, the complete midfield attribute. And this is why I said Enzo Fernandez, ladies and gentlemen, is a game changer. He's a massive game changer, not just for Chelsea, but he's a game changer in football. Do you know what I mean? He's a game changer in football, full stop. Let's see what is the latest. I was just checking out the latest in regards to Enzo Fernandez. Let's just have a quick look at some of these things. There's apparently a nice article here. Someone wrote down a lot of stuff. I won't go through that. Enzo is a fighter. He fights for his team and has courage. He is not afraid. I love it. This is what Graham Potter had to say. According to record, when Chelsea offered a player for Enzo Fernandez, Benfica requested Mateo Kovacic. It was a flat-out reject. Wow. Benfica wanted Mateo Kovacic. It can't make sense. Like, even though Enzo Fernandez, for me, is a far more complete midfielder than Kovacic, but if Benfica did ever want a particular player from Chelsea, I could understand why they're looking for Kovacic, because he probably comes as close as possible to Enzo Fernandez. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to showcase you what Rui Costa had to say, because looks like Benfica, they're very, very salty. I don't know if you guys saw these comments yesterday. Check this out. This is what Rui Costa had to say. Enzo Fernandez did not want to stay at Benfica. He didn't give us any chance. I did my best. I'm sad, but I'm not going to cry for a player who didn't want to stay. When Chelsea arrived, it was really impossible to change his mind. Look, these things happen, man. These things happen. Enzo Fernandez knows he's a superstar, so he ain't going to stick around. I'm sorry. I know it seems very, very sad for Benfica, but at the end of the day, Benfica, you're not one of the huge clubs. And Enzo Fernandez, he's a superstar. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's figured it out very early in his career that, he's destined to play in the top leagues, in the top clubs. And yeah, he could have stuck around, but life, he's got to look after himself. At the end of the day, it's about you. Do you know what I mean? If you can get an opportunity, Chelsea don't come knocking on the door every day of the week. When you have an opportunity to join Chelsea Football Club, you do it. And he was sold on our project. He wanted to be part of this massive institution and the kind of madness that we're doing. João Felix, Mudryk, Badishil, Madueke. Do you know what I mean? We're doing Malagusto. Like, we're doing some dangerous stuff. So look, obviously Benfica, they're not happy with the situation, and it's quite understandable. I understand their feelings, but look, let's not be salty, because there's a lot of stuff from Benfica now, sort of starting to make him look like a bad man. But it is what it is. This is what Ben Jacobs was saying as well, from the Enzo Fernandez situation. Rui Costa, Benfica president Rui Costa on Enzo Fernandez's move. I proposed to Chelsea that he stay until the summer for a lower sale value. The player even so did not want to continue at Benfica, and this is where everything changed. I think Rui Costa also talks about, it's great to tap your chest on your heart, do the fist pump, and show those gestures to the fan base. But at the end of the day, what matters is if you really want to stay, and anyone can do that apparently. And look, I mean, honestly, I don't blame Enzo Fernandez. I know some people might say, Miz, how are you going to feel if he ever does that to Chelsea Football Club? Obviously, you're going to feel very, very sad. But I hope Chelsea will be in a very strong position if that ever happens. Like, we've got a contract with Enzo Fernandez till 2031. Like, I don't know, if ever Enzo Fernandez down the track feels like he wants to join Real Madrid or Barcelona, whoever, that he understands this is a massive, massive institution, that you don't go around doing that. And then that if there is, down the track that he wants to go to a different football club, that it's done amicably and not the way, obviously, how it's happened in Benfica. I can understand why he would want to do that from Benfica to Chelsea, because, as I said, these players, these superstars, they thrive to play at the highest level. So, but I hope that he can stay till the entirety, and then hopefully become a legend one day. Graham Potter on 121 million invested on Enzo. I can understand overpaying, but every transfer is a gamble. If you look at the market for the midfield players that haven't won the World Cup, you'll be quoted a lot of money. I think he's having a dig at Moses Caicedo over there as well. Moses Caicedo was quoted by Brighton to be somewhere around 90 million pounds, which was quite mad. Tim B, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Rui really showing his lack of class now. Petty, I mean, look, he's doing everything possible to make the Benfica fan base as happy as he can, or try and portray the fact that he tried his level best. Look, it is what it is. They'll get over it sooner or later. It was a bit unfortunate for them that I guess they've landed a superstar so quickly. Had he been a superstar a little bit later on, different story. But Enzo Fernandez's growth has been exponential. So it is what it is. Kyriakos, Miz, Enzo had to do the gestures. I told you, meant nothing because was forced by Benfica board, and at that time he did not know if we would join in January. Now 100%. I hope Mendy or Kepa play their part. So far they are weak links. Look, there's going to be a lot of talk about goalkeepers come the summer transfer window. Anyone saying Todd will sack Potter at first sign of trouble has never had anything about how he runs the Dodgers. He's had the same coach for 7 years, kept him in the highs and lows with backing. Look, I don't expect Graham Potter to have any troubles this season, but I think next season onwards, Chelsea will have to be in the mix, like the way Man City's in the mix this season for the title, and obviously Arsenal as well. Chelsea will have to be in that mix. And if they're not, I think that's where the questions are going to rise, like that, what's going on. I don't think our owners will let it prolong for too long, where this team that has been assembled by our owners, the kind of ambition the owners are showing, I think Graham Potter will have to match that as well. Maybe not this season, but even this season, the kind of run that we've had so far, in the last 10 Premier League games or something, 2 wins. He can't have that for the remaining 18 games. That's what I'm saying. It will have to be a lot better. I'm not expecting 18 games, 18 wins, or 18 games, like 17 wins. But I'm expecting 18 games, at least 10 or 11 wins. Do you know what I mean? At least to the bare minimum. As I said, 5th or 6th position, and then in the Champions League as far as you can go. So we'll see. It's going to be quite interesting. All right, let's bring up the lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get on this right away. Nearly 500 live right now, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Let's get those likes up to 200. Let's push it. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Let's run towards 21,000 subscribers now, and let's get to that 30,000 in no time. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are enjoying this channel, you enjoy the interaction, the discussions, please smash the like button right now before we start doing the lineup. I'm very excited. Mudryk for me starts as well. Enzo Fernandez. I'm looking to paste Fulham. I am looking to smash Fulham. I am looking to put out a statement, not to Fulham, but to the Premier League, that we are coming. We are gonna rock this Premier League for the remainder of the season that is left. Very, very excited. More than you can believe. More than you can believe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in goalkeeper position, I think it's quite simple. It's going to be Kepa. Look, I'm very scared for Mendy. Obviously, he's still injured, so obviously, I'm not having a go at him from that perspective. But I think Mendy's time in the football club is probably coming to an end. I don't really think he's going to sign that contract extension. It doesn't really match up to his expectation. And for me, even with Kepa, I think we're going to look for a new goalkeeper down the track. Both Kepa and Mendy could possibly leave. So there's going to be a lot of action on goalkeepers in summer. RS7 is saying, is Mitrovic going to play? I think he is. With Fulham, they will have their entire team available. I'm pretty certain. Palhinha, Willian, Robinson, Andres Pereira, Mitrovic. It's going to be a strong team. Look, I'm not going to disrespect them, but I expect at Stamford Bridge our home crowd to create noise. I hope we can create noise. I hope we can give Enzo Fernandez and Mudryk a special reception. They'll be playing in front of Stamford Bridge for the first time, and they deserve it. Mudryk as well, man. This guy, for me, seems like a serious individual, man, Mudryk. The amount of time he's putting in post-training sessions, his own individual training sessions, the amount of time he's putting in weight training as well. This guy, I'm hoping he gives Fulham defense something to think about, more than something to think about. All right, on the left side, look, Cucurella is going to start. Chilwell hopefully will be in the bench. He is back. He is training. He was part of a very, very embarrassing TikTok video that was being made for Enzo Fernandez. Oh, my days. Ben Chilwell, please, for your sake. Acting is not for you. The way he was startled like that, I'm like, oh my days. That video was quite pathetic from Chelsea in TikTok. Obviously, there was another video on Twitter, that Spanish song that was very, very good. But overall, I think Chelsea down the track, the media team, you got to do a lot better. You have to do a lot better with your player announcement. So for me, Cucurella starts on the left side. Ben Chilwell can slowly get eased back into the team, start from the bench, and then we take it easy from there on in. In the CB position, I think it's quite straightforward. Buddy Shield, how can you drop him? You really cannot. He's been very, very good so far since starting. A couple of matches already under the belt, and he's been quite composed. I hope that continues. He definitely deserves to continue. Up the Chels, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Absolutely, thank you for that. I miss sing the Enzo song. I think I'm gonna put the singing away for a little bit. Last time, I think I really embarrassed myself with Celine Dion. Although I tried my best. We'll see. Next time, if we win against Fulham, maybe I might bring that back in. I might have another song ready. Hopefully, a small little snippet. Definitely not singing that Spanish song, that's for sure. Okay, in the middle, Silva with Buddy Shield, and on the right side, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. I don't want to start Reece James straight away. I think easing him back into the team is the right way to go about things. Azpilicueta, Chalobah has done good in that right side. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to stick with Chalobah. And it just allows us to shift into that 3 in the back and pushes Cucurella up forward. Tactically, this is quite flexible. You can turn that into a 3. Cucurella can push up into midfield and create that overload. And for me, this is probably the right way to go about. Aspie, look, once again, I think from here on in, Aspie really will be just a bit part player coming off the bench. I don't know. Sometimes he may not even make the bench. And this is why I think Aspie, come summer, we'll have to move on. And hopefully we can give him a nice send-off. And I hope he understands as well from his point of view that his time at Chelsea Football Club with Reece James, Malo Gusto next season as well, I think Aspie's time needs to be moved on. And hopefully, at the end of the season, we can celebrate the career that he's had with us. In the middle, Enzo Fernandez. This baller will have to start. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see his name in the starting lineup. I cannot wait till I have the watch along with you guys and celebrate the starting lineup. We've never celebrated the start, but we will celebrate the starting lineup. And I hope he's one of the first names in the team sheet. I'm going with this formation where it's 4-3-3 sort of, where, I mean, I don't want to say we're going to play with genuine eights, but I'll talk about who I'm going to use. But yeah, Enzo Fernandez as the deepest midfielder, and then someone a little bit closer to him, and then someone a little bit further forward to Enzo. But then, Enzo can bomb up as well, and then hopefully these two players can cover for him too. So I think tactically, all of these players can be a little bit fluid in midfield and don't have to be static in their position. But I do expect Enzo to be a deep line playmaker kind of a player, and receive the ball as often as possible, really run that midfield and really connect from defense to offense. So I really expect that. In midfield, look, the player that I want closest to Enzo Fernandez is Kani Chukwuemeka. As I can't spell Chukwuemeka, I'm going to go with Kani. And the player next to him, look, it's really down to Mason Mount and Gallagher, but I think I'm going to go with Mount. And really, it's now up to Mount to lift his game. It's really up to him to lift his game. I don't expect Mount to be a number 10 here. I expect him to be playing as a number 8. Really, Kani a little bit closer to Enzo Fernandez in midfield, but has the license to bomb up whenever he wants to. But at the same time, positionally, I hope he's aware whenever there is a transition as well. But yeah, Mason Mount, there shouldn't be any more complaints. You'll get to play your position, number 8. If you want to be box to box, so be it. Be involved, and you have a baller next to you. Like, you've got to lift your game now. There is no more excuses. You can't hide. No room to hide anymore. Because bad performances have already been so badly highlighted. Now, if bad performances happen, there'll be nowhere to hide anymore. There literally will be nowhere to hide. Everyone will be able to see where the issues are. So hopefully that's the case. I'm going with Mount and Kani Chukwuemeka along with Enzo Fernandez, because everyone else literally are injured. Conor Gallagher can come off the bench if need be. Ruben Loftus-Cheek just coming back from injury, so I don't expect him to start. Kovacic is obviously injured. Kante is injured. So for me, this is the midfield that we're running with. Next match, it's going to be different. I think next match, I don't see Mount starting there. I see João Felix starting in that position. Andrew, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Morning, brother. Hope you and all yours are blessed and well. We are going to win 3-0, but please, no more signing, brother. Yeah, man, I'm hoping for a 3-0 victory as well. I'm not even going to lie. I'm hoping for a 3-0 victory. Good morning, Miz. Just tuning in. Enzo plays as the DM will limit him and not show how good he is, especially on his debut. No, I don't think so, man. Watch some of those Argentina games, man. And who else are you going to use, by the way? Who else are you going to use, Aaron? Kovacic is injured. Jorginho is gone. Kante is still injured. Who else are you going to use? Who else is going to be the DM? Conor Gallagher, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Mason Mount. Come on, man. No. Chalobah. No. These are limiting our game. Enzo Fernandez from that position will run the show. And down the track, when we do have someone back, hopefully Kovacic back, it's probably going to be a double pivot of Enzo Fernandez and Kovacic. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be different. And then you're going to have someone like João Felix ahead of them. So for me, this is how I'm going to play. All right. On the left side, it's going to be my man Mudryk. I've got this feeling he's going to kill it. I have this feeling he's absolutely going to destroy it. Do you know what I mean? Put him down for a couple of goals, man. Mudryk is scoring. Mark this down. I have this feeling he's scoring tomorrow. My time tomorrow, as I keep saying, for you guys later on tonight. I have a feeling he's going to score. I really do. And the kind of skills that he showed against Liverpool, the little snippet of about 20, 30 minutes that he got against Liverpool, that was exhilarating. That really was. He could have even scored a goal, and that would have just, wow, tore the roof apart. So Mudryk for me starts, and I cannot wait to see him. Very, very excited to see him. As I said, he's a serious player. Up front, I think it's going to be Kai Havertz. as I keep saying, look, I think I have it. Ryan said it the best. Ryan said it the best that he's not a striker, but he makes really good runs, like as a striker should make. His biggest issue is he doesn't finish. He doesn't finish off his opportunities. But we all know Graham Potter really doesn't fancy Aubameyang, and we don't really have any other options. I know some people will say David Dutra Fofana, but I think David Dutra Fofana down the track will be loaned out. He may be in the bench. We'll see what happens. But I think Kai Havertz is going to start. This is how Graham Potter has always operated. So, look, I'm interested to see exactly what level of service Havertz gets from Enzo deep, players like Mount now, Mudryk as well, in and around him. Havertz should have a lot more quality to depend on. So he's another one, just like Mason Mount. The microscope is on these players. It's time to lift. No more excuses, because the quality is there now. You need to now really do well for Chelsea Football Club. And on that right side, ladies and gentlemen, I know you guys are going to be surprised, but for me, I think this man needs to play. This man needs to play. Raheem Sterling just coming back from injury. Don't expect him to start. There is no other person that can play over there. Pulisic is still injured as well. I don't want Mount to be a winger, and I definitely don't want Conor Gallagher to be a winger either. Chukwuemeka could have been a shout, I suppose, but then who do you use in midfield? So for me, Hakim Ziyech, yes. Some of you guys are saying Madueke. Madueke ain't going to start straight away, man. It's not the same as Enzo Fernandez and Mudryk. Madueke is he's still raw. He's very, very raw. He potentially off the bench, 100%. He will definitely be on the bench. I'll be very surprised if Madueke starts. I'm not gonna be upset if he does start. I hope he does start, but I just get the feeling that Ziyech is potentially going to get a nod here. And look, we have to treat this situation very delicately, to be honest. Ziyech was close to joining PSG. Before that, he was actually the player on form for Chelsea Football Club. So, and as CFC Balak is saying, on merit, it's going to be Ziyech. And I hope Graham Potter doesn't just desert this player now, because the last thing you want is this player, they're human beings. He must be so scrambled in his mind. But I hope Graham Potter really treats this situation nicely. Madueke, there's no reason to start Madueke. Let him get eased into it. He's very raw, man. Ziyech, he's been playing well. So I would start Ziyech. Enzo isn't a lone six. He's best in a pivot where he can roam around. That's where he played his best football for Benfica. Hopefully we see a 4-2-3-1. I agree, Alex CFC. Absolutely agree. Miz is correct, 100%. I'm sorry, I get he tried to leave, but his last two performances were very good. Absolutely agreed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the lineup against Fulham. Havertz up top, Mudryk, Ziyech, Mount, Chukwuemeka, Enzo Fernandez, Cucurella, Badiashile, Silva, Chalobah, Kepa. Lots of players will come off the bench in the likes of Madueke, in the likes of Conor Gallagher, and so on and so forth. So do look out for that. Look, I'm not even going to lie. Honestly speaking, as I keep saying, no disrespect to Fulham, I'm looking to pace them. I am absolutely looking to pace them. 3-0, 4-0. I don't know why I feel like that. 3 or 4-0. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your prediction right now in the comment section. Let me know if you like that lineup, or what would you have changed in that lineup, why you would have made that change. Comment down. I'm going to bring up some of your comments. Miz, maybe we can convert Havertz into a Firmino type forward, which helps more with movement to our winger who'll score like Firmino did for Salah and Mane. Yeah, why not? I'm down for that. I've always looked at Havertz as a second striker, but I'm okay if we play with a false 9 and he can play off that level of Firmino did. He does need to finish off chances a lot more, man. He really does. Okay, so we've seen that. Flyers 3-0. I love it. I think we can win 3-0. Mudryk brace, Havertz penalty. Yes. A lot of people are saying who's going to be taking the penalties now. So it looks like maybe it is Havertz. He's doing the training. Lots of pictures out there saying that he's the one who might take it. 3-1 Chelsea, 2-1 just because not midfield. Fair enough. 6-0 Ibrahim. Wow. Will be a tough game. I'll say 2-0 or 2-1 to us. Fulham very tough and organized. Fair point. Maybe I'm just a bit too gassed at the moment. Havertz Dribbling is not good enough. Yeah, there's a lot of areas where Havertz needs to improve. 3-0 for us, 8-0 Ibrahim, why not? Flyers is saying Chuka isn't a player that Potter wants to start at the moment. He's gone with Gallagher as of late. Yeah, fair point. He could potentially start with Gallagher. We'll see. Behavior is apart from team in peak. Poole had Milner, Fabinho behind him. We have a roadrunner in Mason Mount. Hopefully, look, for all our sake, man, I hope Mason Mount does better. I don't wish this guy does bad. I hope he does well, because him doing well is only good for us. So, yeah, I keep forgetting we also have Nkunku arriving in the summer. Don't forget one bit. So will Potter throw Enzo into the game to start? He has to, or else who are you going to start with? It's going to look mad. It actually will look mad. We have Kante injured, Kovacic injured. I really don't want to see Gallagher or Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the deepest midfield position. Ites, thank you so much for the super chat. Maybe we should get Palhinha as DM from Fulham. Very good. Yeah, it's a really good shout. I don't know why teams are not after him. I think come summer, maybe people are going to start looking at Palhinha. Fulham, as people are saying, under Marco Silva, very organized team, very decent team. Fulham, I believe, where's Fulham? I'm pretty sure they're like seventh in the table, right? Let's have a look. Fulham. Yeah, they're seventh. We're 10th. Fulham's on 31 points. We're on 29. So it's a good opportunity to take over Fulham. A victory is a must. I'm sorry, but at home, Stamford Bridge, with the caliber of players that we're going to have, the individual quality itself should push us to a victory. There's some interesting games this weekend, man. I'm just having a look. Everton versus Arsenal. Sean Dyche's Everton at home. I hope Arsenal drops some points there. I hope Everton can show something. This is a good match. I think it's going to be a quite exciting match. Liverpool versus Wolves. I hope Liverpool loses points there too. And then we can gain some ground on Liverpool. Wolves at home, so that's going to be interesting. Newcastle versus West Ham. Man City Spurs, that's going to be a big game as well. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Do make sure you're here for the watch along. We'll be starting the watch along 5 minutes before the lineup drops. So make sure you're there. We'll be doing the watch along for a very long time. Obviously, 5 minutes before the lineup, and then obviously in an hour before the match starts, and then the match a couple hours. So you're looking at about 3 hours, 3.5 hours of stream. So make sure you guys are all there. It's going to be quite exciting. As I said, Ryan will be there, Ishan will be there, Sai Krishna will be there. The panel is going to be buzzing. Lots of people there. Presume now Fulham will ask 50 to 80 million easily if we approach them. Palhinha has been in top form, 100%, man. These guys, they take us for a ride, man. Whenever they see Chelsea, they take us for a ride. Okay. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for the watch along. Until then, see ya.